been so busy the past 48 hours, it's absolutely amazing. Most busy 48 hours of my life, quite honestly. Building stuff, fixing stuff, answering a billion emails. Um, this iMac is always in my way. That's what other people tell me too. Why do you keep that iMac on your table? It's in the way. A little dusty too. Uh, get to the topic, fatty, right? Uh, I got a call from an insider. Word. All the X100Fs are in stock, or basically 99% of them, in the places of distribution. They're just waiting for the last few percent before they ship, and they'll be shipping on the 23rd, but a lot of the retail stores are going to have them by the 20th. I'm going to try to get one a wee bit early for testing, and so I'm going to do all I can to do that, but either way I should have it on the 23rd or 24th, and I will just rake it through the coals and do real testing on the new Fuji X100F. Also too, I mean, I'm trying as hard as I can through multiple sources to get the Tamron 70-200 as fast as I can. Somebody, jeez, pointed me to somebody that did a review of this new 70-200, and wow, I better not say anything more. That was the most non-review that was called a review. That imagine a review that has absolutely no review inside of it. Wow. Anyway, so I'm actually going to get that lens for a real review, you know, a lot of test shots, unaltered, no Photoshop, no Lightroom, just straight out of camera. The one benefit that I have, even the people that hate me, I hear a lot of people say, is, I hate him, he laughs too much, I hate his voice. I hear that all the time too. I hate his voice. Well, who cares, you know? I'm not getting paid to sell anything. Not hot linking anything either, but I've also got more lens experience than, you know, these top 10 or 20 YouTube photographers. Do you notice this? Do you notice this? Apparently I make the top 20. According to Petapixel's list last year, I was voted viewer popularity within top 20. I think it was number 18 or something like that. You notice that all the people that actually made the top 20, I guess I made the top 20 too. Which, by the way, I got a shooting gig tomorrow. Lucky me, it's going to be warm outside too. None of those people are photographers. They just go around, you know, shilling and pimping gears. All the people that I've told you on YouTube that are the real photographers, I mean, most of them don't make many videos. Some do, like Zach Arias, Heaton, who's the wildlife, no, he's the landscape guy. Ted Vieira, what's his face, Darren Miles from Naples, Florida, or Naples, Florida, that's what we call it, Naples. There are a lot of other people. Who else? Who else is there? There's a lot of people. It escapes me. There is a list of other people that I've mentioned. What's his name? Garrett Wong. That guy. Anyway, there's about 20 or so people that I said are real photographers. None of those people make that. They don't give a damn. They're busy out there working. Obviously, I make a lot of videos. But anyway, the top 20 people, those other guys, they don't know anything about lenses. It's like, well, that's your opinion. Well, no, it's not, actually. So, while I may laugh a lot and say slightly hyperbolic things, it's strictly for humor in the videos. When it comes to doing a lens review, I get serious as a goddamn heart attack, okay? I mean, I crucify it. You know, my feedback on lens reviews is absolutely astronomically high. It's actually even above that, so. And that's not an understatement. It is. It's astronomically high. Totally consistent. Anytime somebody, like on Diaper Review or any of these other places where these pseudo-intellectual, button-sniffing mental midgets hang out, anytime they say I'm inconsistent on a lens review, every single time, it's like, well, you know, I'm always open-minded to think I've made a mistake. Every time they say it, it just turns out that they just misinterpreted what I said. It's like, how could you think this lens is good when you think that lens is... They don't understand. One key example was like the Zeiss 100mm. It's like one person said, well, one video you said it's an awesome lens. Now you say it's a sucky. No, the lens is both awesome and sucky. I made a video about that 2 weeks ago, roughly 2 weeks ago. I pointed out all the reasons why and I own that lens, by the way, the 100mm f2 Zeiss. I pointed out all the reasons why that lens sucks, and all the reasons why it's an awesome lens. It is both awesome and crappy at the same time. Kind of like a Lamborghini. Like, well, that's a really expensive, awesome car. Well, it turns out if you're going to drive a Lamborghini, and I know someone has a Lamborghini, it's like, you don't even think of ever, like, going to the grocery store in a Lamborghini or going, cruising around downtown to go do stuff, because the car sucks ass. I mean, it wants to fly like a wild horse. It's not made for stop and go traffic. It will make you very, very unhappy. It's like, well, how could a really expensive car make you unhappy? Well, there's a key example. And that was the reason why that lens, the Zeiss lens, is both horrible and awesome at the same time. So that's actually how people misinterpret me, is because I'll accurately state, this is why it sucks, and this is why it can't both suck and be awesome. I say, yeah, it can be awesome and sucky at the same time. So that's called being logical. If someone says, well, hey, this thing totally sucks, it's like, no, there's probably some attributes that are really awesome. And no, I hate it. That's not a logical, well-reasoned existential review that's helpful to anybody. And I'm not supposed to interject my opinions. It's like, if there's something I don't like about a camera, I'll say why. But if someone says, I want to use the camera for portraits, like, well, this is the best landscape camera for portraits. I don't tell people what the best camera is. I always ask them. I never tell people to sell their gear. You're like, go sell your crap and buy this stuff. I never do that. Never. I ask people, so what's your budget? What do you plan on using it for? What's the spectrum of use? How does it fall into what you already have or don't have? I can't be telling people what I think they should buy. I need to know what their needs are. Just like Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, the dude is, what is he, 1,000 feet tall? He has issues with cars, and he actually is only able to drive a few different cars because he has to basically take the seat so far back it's ridiculous because he's 1,000 feet tall. I mean, every decision you make for someone needs to be based upon logical criteria of their personal needs and wants. Not what you feel, but what they want and need. I can't make up my feelings and needs upon someone else. I need to know what they need. What's the budget? What do you plan on using it for? What are the requirements? What sort of glass do you have? Other questions like that. So that's how you be helpful to somebody else. And I am helpful in that regard. So that's how my reviews will be conducted, and that's how they've been conducted. I can't wait to get my hands on the Fuji X-T2. I'm absolutely tired. I didn't go to bed till 6 a.m. last night, which is ridiculous. I got hit with so many emails from people that are having like a godlike, a come to Jesus moment looking into the Pharaoh cell, the supercell, and Mike Palazzola's, Pharaoh sphere. Inundated with emails. It's just like impossible to answer that many emails. Impossible. So I want to say thanks to everybody, and make a couple videos tonight, but I need to crash early tonight because I am exhausted. Whew. Did a bunch of pictures of the supercell on the X-T2, by the way. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.